Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tiger Tank 1-2. However you want to call me, I don't really care, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today we're not going to be taking a look at gameplay, today we're going to be talking about the King Tiger, the captured Tier 7 German premium tank that actually is an American vehicle because it was captured by US forces. That vehicle was a Twitch Prime reward vehicle about a year or maybe 2 years ago. And we're going to be talking about the way that Wargaming have now chosen to sell it instead of to gifting it to the people who actually owned it previously. But that's a topic that we'll jump right into in a second. But before that, we're going to take a look at the Veterans Day tank rewards, all the missions, and the different stages. And I'm also going to be talking about some of the things regarding this tank rewards this time around, because it is actually a lot shorter than a lot of the other ones that we had previously. If you look at the dates, then today is November 6th, so it started today, and you have up until November 30th. That's 26 days. Usually they started it at the start of the month, that would be November 1st, up until November 31st, so until the last day of the month. And then you had like 3 days to collect your rewards if you didn't choose to do that, previously. The thing is now with the 26 days, you kind of lose, 24 days, you lose a couple of days in between, which were kind of essential if you were playing just every single day one game, because you'd gain just like 100 tokens by playing a single game each day. And obviously if it's only 24 days, you can get a max of 2,400 tickets per day, for playing every single day for 24 days. And then you have to do all these missions, and usually these missions that are added on to this kind of tank rewards are they're very much doable. They're just playing the game for a prolonged session, but like the amount of tickets that you get are very limited. So this time around I can see that Wargaming, they want you to be playing this game more and not just be getting the playing one game every day, unless you actually are a member of the military and you have been verified by Wargaming. You'll get an additional 100 tokens per day by just playing and having being verified. Obviously it's for the veterans, so it makes a lot of sense. If you're a veteran, you can get this done in about 16 days, because then you have the 3,200 points that you need to get the tier 5 unlocked. You just have to play like a game every single day. For all the rest of us, we have to play the game and we have to play all the missions as well to reach the 3,200. So you're not going to be able to reach tier 4 by just playing every single day a battle, because you can only get like 24 games, which is 2,400 tokens. But yeah, put that aside. I think it's kind of a scummy move by Wargaming, but whatever. That's just my opinion. It's free stuff. Tank Awards is great, but I don't really understand why they don't give us the full length and why they don't start at the beginning of the month, because then everyone would be able to get it without any kind of hustle around, right? So let's take a look at the different stages. So tier 1 is going to be with customization, progression, and consumables. Forget about consumables. Those are not worth it. Either go for customization or progression. You can always use these experience boosters, or you can always use the decals, because they cost you gold if you don't have gold. Obviously go for the customizations, and if you do value the looks of your vehicle. Then going on to tier 2, which is locked at 1,400, the other one is locked at 700. Right here you either have equipment, which is a great deal if you think about it. That is 1.2 million credits for both of these equipment pieces. Then the food, that is also going to be a lot of credits if you do sell it, but to be fair, premium consumables are on sale a lot, so I would not go for food. I would go for styles myself, because it's the Good Morning Vietnam style, and I have no idea what kind of style it is. Probably already in the game, but I've never heard the name of it, so I would go for styles or equipment. Equipment is probably the best choice right here, because that's 1.2 million credits saved right there. Moving on to tier 3, you can see you have the 5 times 15 or 15 times 5 times experience booster for the first win. That is something that is always great. The consumables on the right side, again, I would not go for them because you can get them on sale. Or progression, that is always nice for the boosters. I would go for the 15 time experience booster because that's how I grinded my WZ 120 very quickly, very easily. You get 5 times for every victory you do, 15 times. It doesn't matter which vehicle you're playing. Just look that you're playing the right tank when you're doing that and you're not playing a premium tank, because it will give you the 15 times experience or 5 times experience for the premium vehicle as well. So yeah, you're gonna lose it for nothing. Moving on to tier 4, right here you have the 25 times 5 experience, 5 times experience. Oh my god, it's such a mouthful, that slot. Or you can get 3 premium, 3 days of premium, 3 garage slots, 3 days of premium. For a weekend could be effective if you never had premium before and you have like a premium vehicle. It's going to increase your credits massively, but obviously you don't need that if you already have like credit boosters. Those will do you just as fine. I think the equipment is very nice as well. That is about 1.8 million credits worth of equipment. I would go for equipment or the 5 times XP. Right here, this is equipment that you're basically using all the time. Ventilations you'll be using all the time. The improved rotation mechanism class, maybe not as much. The improved aiming class, probably more for tank destroyers. So I think the equipment is always nice, and the 5 times XP, the 25 times, that's a lot of times that you get the experience times 5. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then at the last stage, this time around, they have no tier 7 premium tank. They have the Thunderbolt, they have the M4 improved, and they have 7 days of premium. I would definitely not go for the 7 days of premium because both of these vehicles will last you a lot longer than 7 days worth of premium. I would go for the Thunderbolt. It would be the obvious choice. I do have a review of this vehicle if you want to check it out. I will put the link in the description below. Then you have the M4 improved, which is basically a tier 5. If you don't have either one of them, go for the Thunderbolt. That's a great tank. If you don't have the for M4 improved, go for the M4 improved. And if you already own all of them, I'm not even sure. Getting 7 days of premium maybe is not that bad. So yeah, that wraps up all of this. I think it's a bit scummy to only give us 24 days to complete this, because they know like November obviously is going to be a holiday month. With Thanksgiving in the United States, Thanksgiving in Canada. Although I'm not entirely sure, was Thanksgiving in Canada already? I have no idea. Sorry about that. I'm not North American. I have no idea about that, but I do know that it's the holiday month, Black Friday, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, 24 days. I think it's a bit cheap of Wargaming, because Tank Rewards is one of the best things they've done in the last couple of years. And they should continue it, and they should step up these prizes. But in general, I think it's a good thing. So let's move on to the next topic, because I wanted to talk about the King Tiger. All of it will have a timestamp so that all the people can just check. If they just want to skip this, they can go over to the King Tiger immediately. And yeah, so let's go over. So the King Tiger Captured. This vehicle was first added in May 2019 when they started with Twitch Prime or Prime Gaming, whatever. Actually, the service was Twitch Prime, which is from Amazon. So if you had an Amazon account and you had an Amazon Prime account, you were able to have a Twitch Prime account as well. And this Twitch Prime account, like Amazon and Twitch, they partnered up with a lot of different companies, like Wargaming, for example, and they got like certain bonuses. And the very first thing that Wargaming did was that they actually put out the King Tiger C. This was the captured King Tiger, which was captured by American forces in World War II, and they actually put a star next to it, and it's A very interesting King Tiger because at tier 7 it does not have the Porsche turret, which is the rounded shape that you have on the VK, the premium tier 7 tank, heavy tank that is like the King Tiger, but it actually has the Henschel turret, which is the right turret that you also have on the King Tiger at tier 8. So Wargaming back in the day said that this vehicle, if Twitch Prime was cancelled by the party from Amazon, they would be giving out this tank for free, or everyone would be able to keep this vehicle for free in their garage if that ended. But as long as you had Twitch Prime, or Amazon Prime, as long as you had Twitch Prime, this vehicle would be in your garage and you did not have to pay for it. It would be a premium tank that you had on a subscription basis. This has now stopped. What has happened? So we're going to take a look at the statement they've made, and we're going to be talking about this a bit thoroughly in just a second. The formidable US King Tiger captured tier 7 heavy tank has become a real friend in combat for many of you since it was added to Prime Gaming, formerly Twitch Prime, back in May 2019 as a rental premium vehicle. They, very specific rental premium vehicle. As a part of our update to Prime Gaming, bringing you new and exciting free content every month, the King Tiger C was removed to make room for the latest offer. We'll get back to this sentence in just a second because it's utter bullshit. In doing so, we want to offer all commanders who obtained this vehicle from their Prime Gaming package 2 exclusive opportunities. Bullshit as well. Optional. Keep the King Tiger C with fantastic 35% discount in the premium shop. We'll get to that in just a second. Guaranteed. Redeem free gifts depending on how long you have had the King Tiger C. We'll get to that in just a second. Capture the King Tiger for good. Not ready to say farewell. Available from November 5th to November 25th. All commanders who got the vehicle from Prime Gaming kit packages will be able to purchase it from the premium shop in a special bundle with a 35% discount. In addition to this formidable American brawler, you'll also get a load of personal reserves and other items. Enjoy your special gifts and add the King Tiger to your collection. Prime Gaming veterans, redeem your free gifts. Depending on how long you have owned the King Tiger, you'll also receive a certain number of tokens. You can exchange for valuable free in-game gifts. The longer the King Tiger has been at your disposal, the more items come your way. So, I've owned the King Tiger for, I think since the beginning, because I never had Twitch Prime, and it was kind of very interesting to get the Twitch Prime activated because my parents use Twitch Prime, or actually not Twitch Prime, but Amazon Prime, and since that is interlocked with it, I was able to use it for Twitch Prime. So I have been using the King Tiger for about a month before I completely forgot about it, and I just played it a couple of times, and it was a nice vehicle. But I distinctly remember that they said that they would never take out this vehicle. It would remain in the game as long as they had the partnership with Twitch Prime. So what has happened to Wargaming? What has opted them to turn it around? They have basically broken their promise. They're trying to mug us off, like all the people who have had Twitch Prime, because the Prime Gaming now has changed its previous kind of name, and it's still the same service. It's just a different name. They now think that it's an opportunity for them to take it out of the offer, to take it away, because I remember that other people were still able to play the King Tiger C if they just subscribed to the service, and they had the opportunity to use the King Tiger. It would get unlocked. So basically, it's like a huge slap in the face for all these people who have had all of these services and they still own them, and all of a sudden they are taking away this vehicle because they think that they can sell it now. And I think this is a bit of a dick move. Why did they sell it? Why couldn't they just give it out? If they want to take it away, if they want to remove it to make more offers, make room for better offers, for new content, why not give it out to all the people? Because they are kind of breaking their promise, because they're kind of stopping this service. It's not like, okay, they said if they stop the service, if the partnership between them and Twitch kind of dies, they'll give it out for free. Why not give it out for free for every single one if they're taking it out of the game? But it's obvious, it's Wargaming, it's a clear move from Wargaming. You know, this is a tank that was free. A lot of people did enjoy it. A lot of people that did not have premium tanks got it. And it's a great tank. It's a fun tank. I've enjoyed it as well. And now the thing is, I have a choice to make. Will I buy it or will I just not buy it? Because, to be fair, it's a great tank. And it's worth spending some kind of money on it, yes. But at the same time, it's kind of a slap in the face for all the players that have been using it and had this Twitch Prime and Prime Gaming for a while. Because they said that they would keep it in the game. It would still be a part of it. So why are they removing it? Because it doesn't make any sense. Why would you remove it if you want to add free content? You can add free content and keep it in the game. This is like going back on your word the last year ago, and you're just ripping it out. Probably, I can tell you, if you go back into 2019 and you find that article, they maybe probably even ripped out that sentence that said like, oh yeah, if the partnership ends, the vehicle will be in your garage and you will receive it for free. That thing is probably gone. I think this is a typical Wargaming move, once again. A typical Wargaming move. This company, I do not understand this company. They are so obsessed with making money. Like, so, their perspective is so damn narrow. They cannot understand why people are upset that this game just, that people are no longer interested in playing this game. That a lot of people have turned their backs on this game because Wargaming just are monetizing more and more, and they're kind of abandoning a lot of other stuff. And they just do not understand it. They don't care. It's like as if this is like the last remaining cash grab for them to see how much more money they can pump out until they eventually get bored of the game, and then they drop it, and then they just ship it off to, I don't know, wherever. And it's such a slap in the face. I know I'm getting worked up basically for nothing because it was a tank that you got for free, but it still sucks. I think this move is a terrible move. I don't have Prime Gaming or Twitch Prime. I didn't have it for like 5 or 6 months now, so I haven't even played the tank in a while. But the thing is, the tank was always there. I know it was kind of a rental or a subscription-based tank, but they said as long as you had the subscription, they would honor that vehicle. You would be able to play it, and obviously no one would have done it. You connect that service if you already have, but there were people that obviously got Twitch Prime just for this vehicle because it was worth for them. So all the people that went ahead and got the Twitch Prime, they must feel cheated by this, because you're now removing the King Tiger, which is probably the main reason why people, subscribe to this service if they're playing World of Tanks, and now you're adding it back for 35% discount. Why do you not just give it out for free? Because this is almost like a breach this is not a breach of contract, this is a breach of trust. And that's worse than breach of contract in my opinion, because this is breaking the trust that the player base have in the game. And we don't have any trust anymore in World of oh my god, I'm getting worked up. My sentence is all over the place. Let me start again. It is a dick move by Wargaming, and it does not help their reputation in any way, shape, or form that they're doing this, because the reputation is already damaged from years and years of neglect on certain fronts, and years of premium tanks that are way too overpowered at tier A. The trust in this company is low. But the thing is that they have done a lot of good stuff in the last couple of years as well. They have really worked their ass off with certain tech trees, with certain content, with front lines, with Hunter, with Halloween modes and all that stuff. But all of these things are still to get massive gains, to get the most money out of us. Yes, I know you're a company, you're supposed to be making money, but at the same time, there has to be a limit. You cannot do this. And I do not understand why they're doing this, because at the month, like at about 2 weeks ago, I realized that they did pick out my King Tiger out of my garage. There was a little announcement on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Yeah, your subscription has ended for the King Tiger 2, the King Tiger Captured. And I was like, yeah, okay, probably because I didn't have Twitch Prime anymore. But it turns out that they're doing this to everyone who, even the people who still own Twitch Prime. So yeah, just imagine that people must feel cheated by this. So we're gonna jump on over now to the buy tab, so you guys can see how much the vehicle is going to be going now for. And we're gonna be talking about, is it still legit to buy or not? And we're gonna go over there right now. So this is the King Tiger that you can buy now. It will cost you about 20 bucks. At least that's 20 Swiss francs for me, which is a bit, maybe $21 or something like that, if you do convert it into your US dollar currency. You can see it's 35% cut off. You have about a month to decide if you want it. And if you do buy it, you'll get like 20 times, 5 times experience for a victory on the King Tiger. This tank is great. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the tier 7s that does perform very well as well. And it's, you know, it's a King Tiger. What else can you say? It's a King Tiger. German tanks, German tankers love it. I enjoy it as well. And you can play it on the American heavy tank branch if you're playing the American heavies as well. And you're trying to grind your crew or grind out credits for a tier 7. That's pretty damn good. So the price for a tier 7 is also okay, but the thing is just if you buy it, like this is my dilemma now. If I buy it, I kind of say to Wargaming that it's okay to do this, but at the same time, it's a great tank that will be taken away completely from us. So I'm now in a very awkward situation. But that's just what you have to think about, that Wargaming, basically, they didn't even cheat. Like, I don't even feel that cheated, because to be fair, I only used it for about 2 months because my Twitch Prime ran out at that time. And I didn't use it anymore, but I still had it in my garage. So I thought, like, if I would ever reactivate Twitch Prime, I would be able to play this tank again, and I would not have to buy it. And I think that was a great deal in my mind. But all the players that have had this tank and Twitch Prime for like the last, I don't know, 12 months, 16 months, like the 1.5 year now, and they wanted to keep on playing this tank, well, they have no other way than to go around and buy it now for the price of $19.39 or $21 or $20. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this move. I think it's a down under. It's like a sweep to the leg from behind, and yeah, I'm not really agreeing with this. And if you are buying this, I think you're agreeing with it, but it's a tough call. I mean, I couldn't really fault anyone for buying it. I couldn't fault myself for getting it because I'm a tank collector, obviously, and it's just unfair by Wargaming. They could have given this tank out for free. It would have been a great deal of, like, basically it would have been a great deal of goodwill coming towards Wargaming, because they're kind of keeping the award, which they promised us that this vehicle would be in the game. It would be Twitch Prime. As long as you had the subscription, you would be able to play it. And they kind of went back on their own words, and they have just abandoned it. So yeah, I hope you guys got your own opinion. Write it down in the comment section below. I would like to talk about it. And what do you guys think about the King Tiger C? I think it's a bit of a scummy move. But I'll see you guys in the next video.